Hey everybody, my name is Eric Rees. I have the honor of being Jessie Rees's daddy. This is Bobby Scott.
Hi guys.
And we are at the Joy Factory in Irvine, California. And we are so excited to team up with Chick-fil-A and the Chick-fil-A Leaders Academy and be able to spread joy to children fighting cancer. So because your class has decided to do this as part of Do Good December, you're going to be receiving 2 boxes. Maybe if you raised more money, you might be receiving more than 2. But let's just assume that you raised the $300 so you can make 12 amazing joy jars for kids fighting cancer. This is what will eventually arrive at your school or the address that you gave us on the form. So the things that you're going to need to have ready before you even open the boxes is every school must have a wonderful pair of scissors. So make sure you have some scissors. Make sure you have some Germy Gel hand sanitizer, very important. And you're going to need to make sure you bring in a blow dryer. So either ask the Chick-fil-A owner-operator, the teacher advisor, or somebody to make sure they bring in a good quality blow dryer, and we'll explain why in a minute. So now that you've got those things ready and you have a table, nice rectangular table, normally works perfect, you're going to again have these boxes. These boxes are going to be very important that you open them carefully because you're actually going to repurpose these boxes when you ship the final joy jars to Give Kids the World, which is this amazing organization in Florida that helps children fighting cancer in amazing ways. So that's why, again, you want to be very careful when you open the boxes, and so we can repurpose them and make sure that they ship well to the kids. Again, very simple, but just don't rush and don't go too deep, just so we can repurpose these. Now I'm going to try to share a couple things about what's in the box, and then Bobby's going to go into detail about how to make a jar. So first off, you're going to get this envelope that says instructions and shipping labels. This is very important. You cannot lose this. Inside of this document, again, is going to be the actual kind of instructions about what Bobby's going to be doing with you today, but also you're going to be inside of this box, in this envelope, is going to be the actual shipping labels that you're going to finish at the very end and put on the box so we can ship them. Then all you have to do is either call UPS or drop this box at the local UPS store. You don't pay anything because it's already been prepaid, and then the boxes get to go to the kids and we get to create some smiles. In addition, we've included a couple copies of our NIGU magazine. This is just for you and your students and everybody part of that team to learn more about the Jessie Rees Foundation and our mission to help kids fighting cancer like this handsome little boy never ever give up. So now I'm going to turn it over to Bobby, who has stuffed literally thousands of joy jars, and with our mobile joy factory where we team up with corporations, but this year we're teaming up with you guys. So she's going to now start to walk you through about what you're going to get in your box, how to line it up, and how to make a great jar. So, Bobby?
Great. Yes, thousands of these, so this is going to be really fun. So Jessie had a couple rules, so we're going to follow some of her rules as we stuff the jar, and I'll share those with you as we go along. So there's going to be lots of fun toys, colorful toys in your box. So you're going to set them out on the table that you've got handy. And the first thing you're going to put down are these are actually blow-up fun guitars. So we're going to put those as your first item that you're going to stuff. And then in this box, or in either box, you're going to look for these blue thunder sticks. So you guys have all been probably to a ball game where they clap them together. Super fun. So that's going to be your second toy that you're going to stuff in your jar. Then we have some crayons. So just take them out of the bag and put them, that'll be your third item. Then we have, of course, very fun playing cards, which they can take lots of fun and time away from some of the boredom that they have, unfortunately, while they're fighting. Then we have a couple bendies and sunglasses. So we're going to put the sunglasses first. Then we're going to make room in between the bendies for puppy pins.
Puppy pins?
Yeah, so these guys are really cute. They look like little dogs, but actually the little tails come off and they're pens. So then we have our fun colorful bendies. And the last item you're going to put in are fun footballs or looks like we might have some
Oh yeah,
Chick-fil-A cows,
yeah,
maybe?
yeah, there might be some Chick-fil-A cows in your boxes. Or if you want, because there'll be some room at the very end when you're ready to ship these, if your local owner-operator wants to donate some cows, you'll have some extra room in the boxes that you guys can actually put some additional Chick-fil-A cows in here. But our hope is that we'll actually be providing you with some cows. But right now, you get these fun stress balls that say never ever give up on them.
Yep. So it'll be a surprise box.
Also, while Bobby's setting this up, you will see that there will be a jar filled with these bracelets. There's 20 in this jar, so hoping that that's enough for everybody that's in your Leadership Academy group. If you need more, let us know. But that's what these jars, these wristbands come for actually the students to have as a remember and reminding them to never ever give up too. So you'll actually want to take these out and distribute them to everybody.
Okay.
Bobby, what about Jessie's wristbands?
Yes,
Please?
so these will be the toys that are packed separately on top of your jars. So these are your fun jars that you're going to be stuffing, but in some of the jars are some more items that are going to go inside the jar. We give every child one of Jessie's wristbands, which are great. On the back side is a little story about her, so they understand where the jar came from. So you're going to pull all these little wristbands out of the jar. There we go. And these actually go in between your crayons and your playing cards. I call it, you'll see when I make the jar, I call it a little bit of a wristband sandwich, so we put them in between. Then the other thing inside of one of your jars, there's actually two things, is the iNigu app card. We launched an app.
Yes,
Amazing.
very cool app.
So every day kids will get on their phone, words of encouragement from celebrity sports stars, this guy over here, the Rees family. So this is also going to go in between your crayons, wristband, your iNigu cards, and your playing cards. Then this actually, and I love to reinforce, this is our little bookmark, but this is actually the most important part of the jar that you're going to be stuffing, because it tells the kids how to reach out to the foundation for more support. So for a full year of joy. That's going to go in right before we pack up the football in the top. So we're going to put that right second to the end.
So what do they do with the empty jars when they have them now?
Well, now that you have the empty jars, we're going to put those down at the end because we're going to start assembly style. And we are going to fill all 12 of these amazing jars. They're going to go to 12 amazing kids. All right, is that it then? We're good?
Yeah, so let's recap the order so everybody kind of understands now that we've got everything out.
You bet. So hand sanitize first.
Yes.
Grab a jar. Then you're going to have multicolored, different colored air guitars, globe guitars. And then we have the thunder sticks.
Yep.
Crayons. Nigu wristband on the card, not the ones for the students.
Right.
Then we have the iNigu app card, deck of cards, fun sunglasses, puppy pen, fun bendy, bookmark, Year of Joy bookmark, and then football. Oop, did you see that?
Yeah, good catch.
I thought so. Football, or maybe the fun Chick-fil-A cow.
Okay, so now you see how it's all laid out. So now let's pretend that you guys are getting ready to stuff your jar, and make sure you grab your hand sanitizer and you hand sanitize, because it's really, really important, because the next person that's going to open up your jar is a child fighting cancer, and they could have their immune system compromised. So this is really important. Another thing that's important is if any student that's part of this team that you guys have is not feeling well, is ill, please have them sit on the sidelines. We're sorry, but it's just super, super important that these toys and this jar is filled by healthy people, so we don't spread germs and get kids sick.
Absolutely.
So go ahead, Bobby. Walk them through how to make one of Jessie's
Absolutely.
wonderful jars.
So Jessie's jar is absolutely beautiful. You'll see lots of kids on it. One of the most important things you're going to need to do is remember is this lid is specific to this jar, because
Yes.
it lines up. So when you stuff the jar, keep your lid with you. You can kind of keep it underneath, slide it along this way. Just make sure you keep your lid with you. The first thing you're going to put in after hand sanitizing is you're going to put in your guitar and just kind of fold it in behind, and it's going to go behind the label.
Great.
Then drop in your thunder sticks. They're going to go right behind that and also kind of blend in on behind the guitar, just like so. Grab your lid. Then remember that wristband sandwich I was telling you about? This is where you get to make the sandwich. So grab some crayons, the Jessie wristband, the iNigu card, and then get it.
Now I see the sandwich.
You have a sandwich. And then that drops in right behind your thunder sticks, just like so. So it's going to leave a little bit of air.
Yeah.
Now, one of Jessie's rules was she wanted to see, this is what we call the joy window, and we want to see lots of smiles, faces, colorful things in this window. So we're going to protect that, and now we're going to start working on that part of the jar. Grab your lid. Fun sunglasses. It has a Nigu brand on it, so make sure you put that. That's the first thing you're going to put in that window. Look how colorful that is.
Wonderful.
Grab your puppy pen. It goes in much smoother if you put the tail in first, and that's going to go right next to the sunglasses. So again, we're building that fun joy window. Then grab a fun, my favorite toy.
The bendy.
The bendy. So take a moment and have some fun with it. They're monkeys, so you can put it upside down. You can have it waving high. Some people do it the dap.
The dap.
The dap. Yes.
There you go.
Put that right in that window. He's going to be the highlight. People are going to smile as soon as they
So
even
great.
see.
Look at that.
Cute. Then here comes the Year of Joy bookmark, the most important part of the jar. Slide that in by your cards so it stands up straight and is kind of protected there.
Perfect.
Then the very last item you're going to put in will be your foam football
Or the small, the small cow. Yeah.
And you're going to put this right on top. Now, I always say that if you have a hard time putting the lid on, it's a great jar.
Yeah, because Jess loved making these when she made them, when she was with us fighting cancer. She made them, and she loved it that you could barely put the lid on because she wanted, when the kid opened it, to kind of pop.
Absolutely. So don't be afraid that you've done something wrong if it's a little difficult to put the lid on. And one of Jessie's rules was no air. So basically, when you shake it, you should not be able to hear anything. You might hear the crayons rattling a little bit, but there should be no air inside your jar. So this is what it will look like when it's completed.
And it's really important that everybody does a jar themselves versus kind of like conveyor belt. One person does this, one person does that, because we want you to understand, and hopefully you'll watch the story and the video that's on YouTube and show everybody why we do what we do, because I think that will help understand our mission and everything. One of the other things that comes in one of your jars, and it's hard to see because they're actually clear, is actually this seal. This is very, very important. So Bobby, explain the seals.
So because these are going to kids that are sick and in a fight, we want to make sure that these are sealed so that they know that we have protected the contents of the toys inside. So these plastic seals, you'll receive probably more than they need, just in case they should break. But you're going to actually take these seals and you're going to wrap it around the jar lid, just like so.
And then, because we're here at the Joy Factory, Bobby's going to go over to the sealing station that we use, but this is where you need to have your hair dryer on. Let it warm up for about a minute so it gets, the air gets a little hot.
Yeah.
But Bobby, go ahead and show them.
Okay. So you've got your seal on, and you're going to come over, and you're just going to use, this is our sealing gun. I'm going to turn that on, and you're going to shoot right at the seal, and it's going to shrink wrap. Some people think this is the funnest part of the jar.
And if you get too close, sometimes they pop, so that's why you just want to be a little farther away.
Right.
Look at that.
So it's
Great
all
jar,
sealed.
Bob.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So let's come back. And so now let's just pretend, for this training purposes, that you've now filled your 12 amazing jars just like Bobby has instructed you to. Wonderful jars. One of the things Jessie had was called the shake test, meaning that if you shake it and can hear things, you got to stuff more in it. only thing I can hear is the playing cards going up and down. So that's a great jar. So after you're done, you're going to put 6 in each of your boxes. Okay, so then you put 6 in one, 6 in another.
You're fast packing.
Yeah, fast packing. Okay, now this is where you're going to, again, need to have either some newspaper that's laying around. If your local Chick-fil-A owner-operator donated some cows, you can also put them in here. But this is where you're going to fill the top with the paper, because we want to make sure these are all packed nice. Then you're going to seal the box again with tape. Now you can use masking tape. We use obviously this special type of packing tape, but whatever type of tape, you just want to make sure it's on secure. Okay, so you want to make sure it's on secure. So whatever type of tape you use, again, you can use masking tape or whatever. Just make sure that it's on correctly and that it's sealed.
Don't use your tape like from your desk.
Yeah, no, don't use that
because
tape.
It'll open up, and we want to make sure the jars get
You
there.
want to use some good tape. And then you're going to get, again, these labels, and you'll have 2, but right now I'm just showing you 1. And you just take this, and you just put it right on the box. You can actually cover up the other label that we had put on here to ship it to you, or you can peel that one off and put this on. And then again, once this is done, you get to take this to the local UPS store. You can call UPS and say, I have a shipment ready, and that's it. Now you have helped us, helped children fighting cancer never ever give up, helped us spread some joy, and we're here at the Joy Factory and we're grateful. So thank you Chick-fil-A, thank you all of the Leaders Academy, everybody that's participating. We're going to do amazing things for kids and just help them smile. So thank you again, we love you, and remember, never ever give up. We'll see you soon, bye.
Bye.